students, let us start with question answers of the chapter Feathered Friend. Okay, this was a requested video and I would like to inform you that I have already uploaded the chapter explanation in Hindi, so you can watch out it there. And I would like to inform you this also, that is my first video in YouTube which is in Hindi. उसके अलावा और कोई भी वीडियो अभी तक YouTube में नहीं है हिंदी एक्सप्लेनेशन में. ओके, तो आप लोगों को अगर कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है उस चैप्टर में, सो यू कैन वॉच इट देयर एंड देन यू कैन कंप्लीट योर क्वेश्चन आंसर्स. क्योंकि आप लोगों को पहले ही पता है कि अगर आप लोगों का कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है तो क्वेश्चन आंसर्स में कुछ भी इशू नहीं होता. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. What were the two things that made Shivan's construction job more difficult? Does the text say whether the hard work was worth the trouble? So answer of this question is Shivan's construction job was in space. The lack of gravity meant that the construction man would have to execute a skillful ballet mid-space in order to get the girders in their right positions. Making such maneuvers in a space suit was also a challenge for him, but the text suggests that the hard work was well worth the trouble. It was rather satisfying to lean back and admire the job they had so skillfully executed. वो आप लोग पूरा चैप्टर जब देखेंगे तो आपको इसका पूरा मतलब समझ में आ जाएगा कि उसमें स्वेन जो थे, स्वेन ऑसन, उनको ही वॉज अ कंस्ट्रक्शन मैन, तो उनको उनको ऑथर ने किस तरीके से हार्ड वर्कर कहा है. ओके, कमिंग टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. विच लाइन्स इन पैरा 4 एंड पैरा 6 टेल्स अस दैट क्लैरिबल हैड एडजस्टेड वेल टू स्पेस? कौन से पैरा से ये पता चला कि क्लैरिबल इज़ अ कैनरी बर्ड, कि वो बहुत अच्छे से स्पेस में एडजस्ट हो गई थी. तो इसका आंसर है क्लैरिबल वॉज वेल एडजस्टेड टू द कंडीशंस ऑफ स्पेस एज द ऑथर नोट्स इन पैरा 4 बाय सेइंग दैट शी वॉज नॉट वरीड एज मोस्ट एनिमल्स वुड हैव बीन बाय द एब्सेंस ऑफ ग्रेविटी. पहली चीज़ ऑथर ने क्या कहा था कि उसे देखकर ऐसा लग नहीं रहा था कि जैसे कि ग्रेविटी ना होने की वजह से वो इतना परेशान है. और इन पैरा 6 क्या कहा? द ऑथर टेल्स अस दैट शी हैड अंडरस्टूड हाउ टू यूज टू हर एडवांटेज इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ gravitational pull and fly around with minimal effort. He says, hanging in the air as motionless as a hummingbird and with much less effort. She did kind of backward loop I'm sure no earthbound canary had ever managed. यानी कि इसमें ये बताया था कि जितने भी अर्थ में रहने वाली कैनरी हैं वो तो इस चीज़ को मैनेज नहीं कर सकती थी, लेकिन इस कैनरी ने बहुत ही आराम से ये चीज़ को मैनेज कर लिया. Coming to question number 3. Does this paragraph imply that Claribel was the first bird in space? क्या आपको ये पता चलता है इस पैराग्राफ 7 से कि Claribel फर्स्ट बर्ड थी स्पेस में जाने के लिए? So actually answer is yes. So let us discuss the answer of this. Para 7 seems to suggest that Claribel was indeed the first bird in space because otherwise Swan would already know the answer to how a bird would operate in a zero gravity condition. Okay, coming to answer number 2. Question number 2. Why did Swan not get into any trouble for sneaking a bird on board the space station? Answer is Swan didn't get into trouble because there is no rule that explicitly forbids people from keeping pets in a space station. Swan had also been careful about not admitting the ownership of the canary for several days. Coming to question number 3. Sheer scientific curiosity was part of the reason why Swan got Claribel onto the space station. Based on your knowledge of life on space stations, can you guess what the other reason was? Another reason बताना है इसमें. Swan's Sheer scientific curiosity was perhaps another reason that makes many people keep pets on Earth. This is the desire for companionship. Life is a space station is lonely. One is isolated from friends and family, and most of the recreational activities become impossible or difficult to execute in a space station. In such a living condition, the singing of a canary and its bright, chirping presence can and live in the daily life of the astronauts. Okay. After that, coming to question number 4a, what was wrong with the air in the space station? क्या हुआ था स्पेस स्टेशन में? जब the portion of oxygen in the air inside the space station had reduced drastically below the optimum level, this had led the speaker to feel rather dizzy and the canary to completely collapse. हाँ, एक्चुअली जो कैनरी थी उसकी डेथ हो गई थी क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन की उस स्पेस में कमी हो गई थी. Coming to answer number B, how did Claribel's unconscious state help the speaker understand what the problem was? कैनरी को देखकर स्पीकर को ये कैसे पता चला कि एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम क्या थी? तो आंसर इज Claribel was a canary. Canaries are known for their sensitivity to the presence of toxic gases. Claribel's unconscious state and her revival only when exposed to a shot of oxygen reminded the speaker of what he knew about canaries. He understood what the problem was. Okay, now coming to question number 4c. Other than Claribel's condition, what were the other clues the speaker put together to solve the mystery? ओके, और क्या किया था उन लोगों ने उस मिस्ट्री को सॉल्व करने के लिए? आंसर इज बिसाइड्स Claribel's condition, the other clues the speaker put together was remembering how he had slept badly, waking up rather tired. He had continued to feel sluggish till that point. He also remembered how canaries were carried by miners to warn them of toxic gases. कैसा हुआ था? इन लोगों को भी थोड़ा सा डिफ़िकल्टी हो रही थी क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन की कमी से उन लोगों को भी नींद नहीं आ रही थी, घबराहट हो रही थी, थोड़ा सा नोजिया फीलिंग हो रहा था. और क्या हुआ था कि उसको फिर ये याद आता है कि पुराने ज़माने में किस हिसाब से माइनर्स कैनरी बर्ड्स को ले जाया करते थे. क्यों ले जाते थे? अपने वो कोल माइनर्स फैक्ट्री में, ताकि वहाँ पर उनको एक स्पेशल कुछ दिया है गॉड ने कि जिसके वजह से वो खुद ही उस चीज़ का एहसास कर लेते हैं कि कहाँ पर एक्चुअली गैस की कमी है. नाउ कमिंग टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. इट वॉज वन ऑफ दोज एक्सीडेंट्स दैट कुडंट पॉसिबली हैपन. व्हाट एक्सीडेंट इज द स्पीकर रिफरिंग टू? वॉज द एक्सीडेंट समवन्स फॉल्ट? हु सेव्ड एवरीवन फ्रॉम द एक्सीडेंट? सो द आंसर इज, एक्चुअली इसमें पूरा ही चैप्टर का जो मेन कंक्लूजन है पूरा सब इसमें ही आ जाएगा. कमिंग टू आंसर नंबर 5. द एक्सीडेंट हैपेंड एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ अ रेयर eclipse on the space station caused by the Earth's shadow. This led to the freezing of a part of the air purifier. The single alarm in the circuit failed to go off. The accident was perhaps no one's fault because it was caused due to a natural phenomena. However, not having set up the second alarm circuit was one of the crew members' fault. The speaker marvels at the fact that a little bird saved them, whereas an expensive chemical and electronic system failed to do so. Claribel, the canary, had saved everyone from the accident. I hope this full answer you have got it very nicely, इसलिए क्योंकि पूरा चैप्टर मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया है. So I don't think that I need to explain the whole answer again. Coming to appreciating the text. Answer question number 1. The writer mentions two features of life in space that differ from life on Earth. Read the story again and say what they are. The answer is, life in space is different from life on Earth because night does not follow the day. The station is permanently sunlit. Still, to preserve routine, the crew would use terms like day and night. They would also take up 12-hour shifts because one needed little sleep in space. In the absence of gravity, crew members had to function with a different set of skills to carry out jobs like construction work. Coming to answer number B, what incident does the writer use to turn the value of money and the technology upside down? Explain. हाँ, इसमें बहुत अच्छी बात बताई थी कि पैसे की इतनी कीमत नहीं है, टेक्नोलॉजी की नहीं है ना? क्यों कहा ऐसा? The writer is talking about the incident in which the canary was able to indicate oxygen level in the air being reduced dangerously. Their expensive equipments had failed to warn them about crisis. जो बुरा होने वाला था उसमें जो उनका इक्विपमेंट्स थे वो फेल हो गए थे और वो उस चीज़ का ध्यान किसने दिलाया था, किसने इसको उनका बताया था? एक्चुअली द अलार्म वाज कैनरी बर्ड. Coming to question number 2b, which two examples does the writer give to show us that what is considered weak on earth is strong and valuable in space? Explain. The writer talks about the swan's physique being wiry instead of bull-like. It helped him and land a job in space. Such a psychic would be considered frail or even unattractive on Earth. In space, it enabled him to flip and execute skillful movements and manipulate floating girders gracefully. Claribel, a small canary who might perhaps be treated trivially amidst the dim of a mechanized world on Earth, assumed great significance by being the crew's happy and musical companion. She also saved their lives through its natural sense of smell and did what expensive heavyweight machinery failed to do. So question answers we have completed till here. Now we will continue our exercises of this particular chapter. Sorry, there is one more question left. That is answer question number 3. What does strength mean here? Is it only physical strength or something more? So strength here refers to resilience in the face of adversity and the ability to make the most out of unfavorable circumstances. It needs not always refer to physical strength. And the last question is something valuable always obvious, or do we have to look for it? Explain. A thing of value may not glitter all the time, but those with discerning eyes can recognize them. Okay. After that, we will continue our grammar questions. Page number 70. A. Question number 2. Meera decided to practice more, encouraged by her successful performance on stage. Okay, so you can use this full table for classification of non-finite verbs, infinite verbs, present participle, past participle, or gerund. Okay, so you can use this. After this, coming to B. Complete these sentences by using the correct form of the highlighted words. Okay. For example, first one is given as succeed. So we have to write that to succeed. So another is make, to make, speak, speaking, open, to open, shout and wake. So shouting and to wake. Meet, meeting. Smoke, smoking. Set, to set. After that comes words in use. So what is the meaning of tricky? Tricky is difficult to deal with. Second is forbid. Forbid is tell someone that they are not allowed to do something. Excel, do something better than most people. Confess, admit that you have done something wrong. Smuggle, take someone secretly to a place where they are not allowed. Thrive, become very strong and healthy. Retort, reply quickly in angry or humorous way. And revive is become conscious again after fainting. Okay. After that comes B. Use the correct word from the box to write sentence about these situations. So you can complete this. You may copy this and write it. And the last is diary entry. Last question is given in writing. Imagine you are one of the astronaut and write a diary entry on your experience so far in the space station. You can expand on your reading to the text and also write about. Actually, I will just suggest you, and not just actually I will suggest you, I will say you. I must say you this. After all, I am your teacher. That this is a writing skill. And to improve your skill, you should complete your work with your own. Right? So just try it with your own. But I'll show you. Don't worry. And definitely I would like to hear with you. If you are completing it with your own, just comment me that yes ma'am, I have completed this section with your own. I would feel really very happy if you do this. So okay, everyone knows what is the format of diary. Whenever we start writing diary, we have to write date, next line day, and third line will be time. Whatever date it is, write that. Whatever day it is, write there. And whatever time, whenever you are writing it, write it with proper AM or PM. And then you will just start. It's been 5 years since I joined the International Space Station. What an adventure it had been. After that you can just expand your ideas. आपको क्या क्या लगता है? Actually I think so, जब इतना सब पूरा चैप्टर पढ़ते हैं तो उसके बाद आप लोगों को इतना अपने माइंड को एक्सपैंड करना चाहिए. गिव इट एक्सटेंशन सो इट, तो क्या उसको थोड़ा सा अपने माइंड को भी ब्रश करो ना, है ना, तो वो और चमकेगा. जितना ब्रश करते हैं उतना ज़्यादा शाइनिंग आती है हर चीज़ में. When many are compelled to waste away the prime of their lives at desk jobs in offices and keep waiting to be noticed, I have had the good fortune to ride away to space with a group of the most competent, adventure-loving and fun group of people. I have stayed in zero gravity conditions for half a decade. It has been a great ride looking at life from a different perspective. I don't think there is anything I have to complain about, really. But I can't help thinking, as yet another year is about to pass and Christmas is just around the corner, that when I may have gained or some account, I will have lot much. Mother told me Robbie passed away last Sunday. Well, he was an old Samoyed dog and he had departed in his time after spreading much joy and laughter through his short life, but he was my best friend during one of the most difficult periods of my life. This was a time when I was ridden with self-doubt and hadn't quite figured out what to do with my life. At times I forgot what he looked like when he was just about to sneeze. This would invariably send me rolling with laughter. But we have a pet here on abroad. She is a chirping little canary called Claribel. She weaves melodious notes and brightens our day with her happy songs. She does the cutest backflips mid-air, and we suspect that she actually enjoys being without the weight of gravity pulling her down. But I guess we could say the same for our human colleagues too. I see this picture here with my brothers clicked at my graduation in college. I haven't played football with my brothers in a long time. When I had gone home to Earth for a few weeks in 2018, the gap between our experiences was rather apparent. I had stories to tell that my family and old friends would listen to with rapture. I would catch myself pining every now and then for the peace in these beliefs and the little children they were bringing up. But it is this life that I have chosen. it has chosen me back. Every day here, I wake up with a sense of purpose and I join Sven and Paul on our daily survey around the station, minding and maneuvering the girders. It is a sublime experience to see the earth and the moon from a distance, resplendent in all their glory. No, I might vent in my diary, but I wouldn't trade this life for anything now. Okay? Now, at the end, I would like to say you, if you loved my explanation, if it helped you, question answers video, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay? Take care. Bye.